Hello, we just got a handful of games this time round at Sky Bet League 2. It's the final catch-up games before we get to the final 2 rounds of fixtures, which still see some things still up for grabs. Who's going to get those playoff positions, who's going to end up winning the title, and all that jazz. So let's take a look at it and how we got on with our picks. And feel free to get involved in your own predictions as well too. They're always nice and enjoyable. So first up, Exeter City. A lot of our clubs, a lot of my supporters, myself included, support Exeter City. So disappointing that 0-0 draw against Newport County. Yes, they've got it all to do with the few games they've got left remaining. They didn't even have a single shot on target in this game here too. Grimsby Town 2-1 winners against Oldham. Green and Matt Heaver. Member for Oldham, McCully got the opening goal, but ended up losing. Bolton Wanderers continue on their successful second half of the season after Muller was sent off Morecambe as Jackson with the match winner on the stroke of half time. Carlisle and Harrogate a 1-1 draw. Muldoon scoring for Harrogate, and we had KO'd scoring a late equaliser for Carlisle. Cheltenham 1-0 winners against Colchester with Thomas in the 82nd minute. Late winner. Port Vale 2-1 winners against Bradford, and Robertson and Conlon. And Donaldson was Bradford City's goal scorer. Crawley Town and Forest Green forced to share the points in a 0-0 draw. Next up goes to Southend United. They were 2-1 winners against Leyton Orient, with Corner and Wash scoring the goals. Meanwhile for Leyton Orient, Dennis Scott on the action. Stevenage, they defeated Cambridge 1-0. Knowles in the 63rd minute was enough. Tranmere 1-0 winners against Barrow. Nugent scoring the match winner there. Walsall 2-0 winners against Scunthorpe with Ozza DB as well as Gordon. A couple of goals in the space of 10 first half minutes. And finally, Salford City, they were 2-0 winners against Mansfield. Hunter and Henderson with the goal scorers, despite Towell getting sent off after that action. So how's the leaderboard looking at C's? The likes of Cheltenham on top of the table. They've got Cambridge and Bolton on the midst. So between two of those clubs to get the automatic promotions. Other teams include Morecambe, Tranmere. Also got Forest Green, Newport, Salford and Exeter City. Still potentially in the mix. But before we go any further, I just need to check something on the Wikipedia to see how many of the clubs actually make the playoffs, how many teams get that automatic promotion. That sometimes confuses me with these lower league structures in England there. Because I believe League 2, 7th place might be good enough to earn a playoff spot. So let's have a look. What does it say? Okay, so we actually have 3 automatic promotion spots for League 1, and we have 4 teams that is able to go up. So 4th place to 7th place is actually the playoffs there. So it's good to keep that in mind. It's down to the very big, crucial stages, of course, for the conclusion of the season. So we've got a Nets on top there, but most likely Cheltenham would have done enough. They've got 3 games to go, and to be safely ahead of Morecambe, who's only got 2 games left because they only need a single point at the very most. So basically, they have already done it. Big goal difference advantage, few games to go, and have to be some sort of miraculous collapse if they don't make it in. And there's a nice buffer for Cambridge and Bolton as well too, so they look in a good stride to get an automatic spot. So mainly the top 3 is going to be as it is. But you never really know, do you? Something of Bolton lose both games, Morecambe win both games, then, that flips around easily. But meanwhile, we're looking at 7th place spots. So Newport County currently occupies it, but Salford City and good old Exeter City do threaten to get it instead. So yeah, 3-point margin. Definitely possible. Technically, you can say that Carlisle, Leighton Orient, even Port Vale, Corley Town is a very, very stretch to win it, but they're not going to be in it. So yeah, that's the situation. Okay, so a few things going on there. Oh, we should also have a look at the bottom of the table. So it has Southend United and Grimsby Town down in the midst. Yeah, looking like Southend United's going to be relegated. Got 2 games left to go. They have to win both to have a chance. Meanwhile, for Grimsby, they've got a game in hand. They need at least 2 victories to keep them alive. Other possible contenders: Barrow, Scunthorpe, and Colchester in the midst there. So hopefully you bear that all in mind when you make any predictions for this round of games. So first up, we have at Cheltenham taking on Carlisle. 2 butts for Cheltenham, 3 butts 20 for the draw, and 3 butts 60 for Carlisle. Cheltenham, they come to the top of the table, 3 victories and a draw in the past 5. Meanwhile, Carlisle in 10th position, drawn 4 of their past 5 games, the other one being a defeat. But yeah, this one would be enough to get them over the line and try to set themselves up for also winning the League 2 title. Will be very handy and nice indeed there with that extra game in hand they got. So it'll be a big step towards that as well. I'm going to go with Cheltenham, 3-1 winners. The football side is going to go with a 2-1 scoreline. Next up, we have Forest Green Rovers taking on Barrow. So Forest Green, they come as in spots, 1 victory and a couple of draws. Meanwhile, Barrow in 22nd, 1 victory and 1 draw in their past 5 games. Going to go for the home side to get their 3 points here and a 2-1 victory. The football side is going to go off the goals, 2-2 draw. Next up, we have Bradford taking on Salford. Bradford City in 14th place, lost their past 4 matches back to back. Meanwhile, for Salford City in 8th spot, 3 wins and a draw is what they enjoy at the moment, and that is the type of form that you need to try and snatch a spot away from the likes of Newport, Forest Green, for example. Going to go for Salford City, 2-0 winners here, compared to a 2-2 draw prediction. Next up, huge match for our club, Exeter City. Currently a 9th, need victories, only 1 win in the past 5. A few draws have been letting them down. Meanwhile, for Grimsby Town, they are bottom of the table. They do have a chance, technically, but it's going to be tough. They need at least, he has to say, at least 7 points. They need at least 2 wins and a draw, or 3 wins to be even more sure of an opportunity to stay up. 2 wins and a draw in the past 5 games for them, so not out of the stretch of the imagination. Going to go for 1-1 draw here. It's a game that's both clubs are going to desperately fight for. Football side is going to go with a nil stalemate. And the final match is between Newport County and Scunthorpe. Newport County are the clear favourites here at $1.67. We've got $3.30 for the draw and 5 points for Scunthorpe. Newport County, they come with us in 7th, 1 victory and 3 draws in the past 5. Meanwhile, for Scunthorpe, all the way down to 21st position, lost their past 4 and 1 draw prior to that. For some reason, I've gone for a 1-1 draw here, so upset indeed. And the football side is going to go for Scunthorpe United to win it 1-0. So that concludes this final catch-up game stretch in the League 2 season. Feel free to get involved with your own thoughts, predictions down in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button if you're new to the channel. Also, make sure to subscribe.